St. Croix hands you one of the most relaxed cruise stops in the Caribbean until you realize you have a few hours, two towns approximately 30 minutes apart, and a signature snorkeling spot that requires permits most visitors do not know about. What to do, what to skip, and whether doing it yourself beats booking a tour all hinge on one early decision most cruisers get wrong before they even leave the pier. Welcome to Travel Day Trip Ideas. We're about to break down what to do, what to skip, and whether to DIY or take a tour. If that helps, hit subscribe. It really helps us grow. Let's jump in. Arriving at the Anne E. Abramson Marine Facility, known locally as Frederiksted Pier, the first impression is unhurried. The pier juts out from a quiet waterfront, palm trees lining the edge, and pastel storefronts sit just beyond. Frederikssted's town center is only a few minutes' walk from the gangway, with streets beginning almost as soon as you leave the dock. The air carries a trace of salt and sun-warmed wood, setting an easygoing tone before the day begins. Orientation is simple. Most cruise calls land here, and the port is designed for straightforward movement. An information kiosk stands near the exit, and public restrooms are close at hand. For those who prefer not to walk, an electric trolley runs the length of the pier, offering a quick ride to the town's edge, especially useful for families or anyone saving energy for exploring. Frederiksted itself is compact. Within 10 minutes, you can be seated in a cafe or browsing a market stall. The beach lies just steps away, so you can swim, sip coffee, and wander the streets all in a single morning. Vendors are few, and even with two ships docked, the pace stays relaxed. Transport options gather at the pier exit. Licensed taxis and open-air safari buses line up in a marked area, ready to take passengers to Christiansted, the airport, or farther beaches. Lines can build quickly, so keeping an eye on the time is wise. Christiansted sits 30 to 45 minutes away by road. Cruise schedules are strict. Leaving a buffer for the return means avoiding last-minute stress and enjoying the walk back to the ship. Confirm which terminal you are at, then use the matching plan. For nearly every cruise arrival in St. Croix, that means stepping onto the Anne E. Abramson Marine Facility, Frederiksted Pier on the island's west edge. Before anything else, 3 simple rules will shape your day: how far you want to go, whether a permit or special ticket is needed, and how much you want to wrangle with local transport. Every decision from here hangs on this framework. Rule 1. If you can walk there in 10 minutes, it is a do-it-yourself dream. Frederikssted's town center, the nearby beach, and Fort Frederik all fall in this zone. Slip on sandals, grab a towel, and you are set. No taxi, no tour, no stress. Rule 2. If the activity needs a permit or a timed ticket, think Buck Island snorkeling. Skip the hassle and let a licensed tour operator handle it. Only authorized guides can land guests at Buck Island, and those permits fill fast. Try to wing it solo, and odds are you will end up back at the pier, sun hat in hand, and nowhere to snorkel. If you would rather not gamble on taxi queues, or you are traveling with kids, a group, or anyone who just wants to relax, a bundled tour is your friend. Licensed operators gather at the pier pickup zone, ready to whisk you away with minimal fuss, and they will sweat the timing so you do not have to. If you want the easy option, check the description for our recommended local tour links. These rules filter out the guesswork and set you up for a smooth day, whether you are craving a do-it-yourself stroll or an all-in-one island adventure. Next up, what to do. Picking your St. Croix adventure starts with a simple menu. For beach lovers, Frederiksted Beach is the classic choice, just a few sandy steps from the pier. It is easy to claim a spot and take a swim without worrying about transport or timing. History buffs can wander over to Fort Frederik, an 18th century Danish fort right on the waterfront. It is small enough to explore in under an hour, but big on stories, and you do not need a guide to enjoy the views from the ramparts. Confident planners sometimes bring snorkel gear and slip into the water near the pier, where a shallow reef draws both fish and fellow cruisers. Rentals are available nearby, and the water is usually calm enough for beginners. For those who want a bigger splash, Buck Island snorkeling is often a top pick. Tours handle the permits and the boat ride to this protected reef, making it a stress-free way to see one of the island's natural wonders. If you are feeling curious about island life beyond Frederiksted, Christiansted sits on the other side of St. Croix. It is the island's other main town, known for its boardwalk, pastel buildings, and a lively mix of shops and cafes. Getting there usually means a taxi or a shared safari-style ride from the pier exit. Finally, families or anyone wanting a little of everything can join an island tour, which bundles a taste of history, a quick beach stop, and sometimes even a snorkel session, all with the timing handled for you. What to skip? Shore day on St. Croix comes with a clock, so a few choices are better left off the list. First up, distant shopping runs. The urge to hunt for souvenirs in markets far from Frederiksted can eat half your day in traffic, with little to show for it but a rushed return and a bag of trinkets you could have found near the pier. Next, steer clear of unlicensed drivers, sometimes called gypsy taxis, which sometimes circle the pickup area. They lack official plates and insurance. Stick with marked, licensed taxis at the pier exit for a safer, smoother ride. Long fishing charters are another time trap. Deep sea trips often run longer than a cruise window allows, and the odds of landing a trophy fish before you need to dash back are slim. Finally, skip the multi-hour museum tour at Fort Frederik. The fort itself is worth a quick visit, but guided groups can stretch a small exhibit into a drawn-out affair. Save your hours for the sun, the sea, and the heart of town. There is no need to spend your short stop waiting for a minibus or stuck in a gallery when the Caribbean is calling. Do it yourself versus tour. Here is how the 6 main activities stack up. No fluff. Frederiksted Beach is pure do-it-yourself. It sits right by the pier, so you can stroll over with a towel and be swimming before most folks have even found their sunscreen. Fort Frederik is another easy win for self-guided types. Just walk up, pay a small entry fee if asked, and wander at your own pace. Pier-side snorkeling is also a do-it-yourself option, as long as you are comfortable in the water and either bring your own gear or rent some nearby. Buck Island snorkeling is where the rules change. Only licensed tour operators hold the permits, and those fill up fast. Trying to organize this one yourself? Odds are you will end up back at the pier watching the last tour boat leave. Christiansted's historic boardwalk is doable on your own if you are happy to manage a taxi or safari bus. Just keep an eye on the clock for the ride back. For a full island tour that bundles several stops and keeps the timing tight, a guided tour makes life much easier and handles all the logistics for you. If you want the easy option, check the description for our recommended local tour links. Start early with a coffee near the Frederiksted Pier, watching the waterfront come alive as the sun climbs. From there, stroll to Fort Frederik for a quick look at the ramparts. No need to linger, just enough time to soak in the view. Next comes the easy win, a swim at the beach just steps from the pier. If you've booked a boat trip, plan it for the late morning or early afternoon, leaving plenty of room for a slow walk back. The golden rule is to turn around with a generous buffer before all aboard. No last-minute dashes, just a steady return that keeps the day calm. 3 mistakes trip up cruise visitors to St. Croix more than any others. The first is underestimating the taxi queue at the Frederiksted Pier. Lines can move slowly, and a late start often means standing around while the clock ticks. The second is trying to fit both Frederiksted and Christiansted, plus a big excursion like Buck Island, into a single port day. That plan almost always leads to rushed stops and missed highlights. The third is forgetting to sync your watch to local time, not ship time, 1 hour's difference has left more than a few travelers waving goodbye from the dock. Avoid these and your day runs smoother. Hunger sneaks up fast in the Caribbean sun, but you do not need to wander far for a good bite. Right near the pier, kiosks serve up grilled fish plates and tropical smoothies, easy to grab, easy to eat, and no time lost. If you want more variety, Christiansted's boardwalk cafes offer everything from conch fritters to roti, but only make the trip if your schedule allows. For a low-stress win, stick with the pier-side snacks and enjoy the breeze. Frederiksted Pier becomes the gateway to both quick wins and easy missteps. St. Croix's pace rewards smart choices, especially when beach time, Buck Island snorkel trips, and taxi lines near the pier all compete for your hours. Leave with memories, not stress. For recommended local tour links, check the video description. Thanks for watching. If you want a little help making the day smoother, we've linked our recommended local tours in the description below. And the next cruise port guide is on screen. Click that and let's plan your next stop.